What's cheering me up right now? Coming home from vacation to my Princessa Jasmine, my 15-year-old Havanese dog. And she was in such good condition. Hello Booktube, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Marilyn Maya, the baby boomer booktuber, and today I'm doing something that I wanted to do for a long time. Gina Stanyor started What's Cheering Me Up Now video, and this was quite a while ago, and when she started this sort of, it's not a tag, but it was something that makes you feel good beside books when life is getting you down. And I had commented on her channel that I think this would have made a good tag. And I think I might be, Gina, tell me if I'm wrong, the first person who asked you that. And she said, go ahead and make a tag of it, or just do it as a video. And of course, everyone else did it and I didn't. But then I have a good excuse. I was on vacation. So I came back, and there's a thing called post-vacation blues. You come back, you go on vacation, you have a wonderful time, or you don't, and then you come back and things are different and it takes time to get used to things. So I was a little bit in that place, not too much, because I am coming back to Hawaii, so it wasn't really a terrible thing. But I thought I would do this tag because, or make it a tag, sort of a tag, and tell you what's cheering me up right now. And you know, I thought about it, and of course, you know, I went to France. I had a wonderful time. I went with my daughter, and we were running around every day. That's not my life here. I don't run around every day. And of course, during vacation, I said to myself, I'm going to change my life and start going out every day and being like those people in France who are more active and healthy and all that. And I'm not saying they're all healthy, but they looked healthy and they were all running around. But my life is not like that. I live in Hawaii. I live in a place where people don't just walk around. You go places to walk around, but you don't just walk. I don't live in a city. But anyway, it was getting me down because I wasn't leaving the house for since I came back, almost 2 weeks. And I said, I need something to cheer me up right now. And I looked around and realized that I wasn't appreciating the things that I have and the things that were cheering me up. Of course, like I said, the first thing was I was worried about my almost 15-year-old Havanese dog when I was gone. France was loaded with dogs. Everywhere you look, there was people with dogs. Dogs in restaurants, dogs in parks. I was taking pictures of dogs. I was petting dogs. I mean, they really love dogs there. And I was missing my, and worrying about my Princessa Jasmine. So when I came back, she was in fine shape thanks to my partner Jackson, and we gave her a little grooming, and she seems even happier than ever. And her birthday is August. Coincidentally, her birthday is the same as mine in August. Anyway, be that as it may, let's get into the things that are cheering me up now. Some of them are simple things, and some of them, well, listen, Gina, one of them has to do with you. Okay, besides giving me this idea, I'm a bath person. I take a lot of baths. So I haven't realized lately what a good shower will do for you. So I'm a tea drinker. In fact, I got started in BookTube by listening to Catherine from Taking Tea with Catherine, because I said, oh, a tea lover. And so I drink a lot of tea. And tea and baths sort of go together. But I took a wonderful shower this morning after drinking my tea, which is a black tea from Yorkshire. And it's called Yorkshire Gold. and it's very strong. They called it a builder's tea, but it's wonderful. If you've never tried Yorkshire Gold, please try it. Anyway, I took a shower and I felt wonderful after it. I was feeling a little down this morning. So just taking a shower can oftentimes cheer you up. Okay, and then, you know, me and my daughter, we had so many wonderful experiences, different experiences, because I went from Hawaii to France. So of course I'm going to have a different lifestyle, a different experience. We stayed in a B&B, two different B&Bs, one in Paris, right next door to the Louvre Museum, and one in Avignon next to the Palace of the Popes. And they were both wonderful experiences, which I couldn't have really appreciated without my daughter. There was a little issue with the key in the first one, and my daughter is very handy, so she got it. And this guy who owned the B&B, he was very artistic, and he had wonderful paintings all over the house. And I was thinking to myself, well, he must trust people, because a lot of them were looking very valuable to me, and a lot of them were like of Napoleon and different historical things that happened in France. But be that as it may, me and my daughter start reminiscing. One of our favorite memories I think that we'll have in France is that I'm a night person in Hawaii, and I'll always be a night person, and my internal clock has got to the point where now I'm a night person again. But when we got to Paris, it was in the morning, and we were tired. So it was in the afternoon or the morning, because it's like 12 hours difference from Hawaii. But I had taken a stop I stopped over in Minnesota to see my kids. So it wasn't quite a 12-hour difference from Minnesota. But anyway, we got there and it was bright. And I said, I'll never be able to sleep. Of course, we did sleep. We woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, starving. And we're waiting and waiting, and we're going to go to our favorite patisserie and breakfast place. It's also a lunch and dinner place called La Durée, and they're famous for macaroons or macarons, which I like, but you know, they're not my favorite French pastry. But we're waiting and waiting, and we went at the crack of dawn, which I'm never out. And they were cleaning the street. They were shooting, you know, they were closed. I was the first person. Me and my daughter were the first customers of La Durée. For the first time in my life that happened. And we were starving. We hadn't eaten for like maybe almost 20 hours. That's just how it worked out. Why haven't the airlines been feeding us lately? Is it COVID? That's another video. But anyway, we got there. We ordered everything on the menu, and it was glorious, wonderful, expensive, and a wonderful. You know, we're walking down the Champs-Élysées, and there's nobody hardly there, and it was just a wonderful reminiscing. So that's something that's cheering me up now, is thinking about our memories of our trip, and we have so many. So that's one memory that me and my daughter were talking about, really, that's cheering me up. Okay, what else? Okay, so before I left, my teapot was cracked, the regular teapot, and I saw a teapot on Amazon, and my partner Jackson always says to me that I never look at how big things are or the dimensions of things, and I ended up buying this teapot. Little did I know that this teapot wasn't really what they were selling. They were selling these flowers, and what you do is they're called tea blooms. And what you do is you put the flower, they're like little flowers, and they have green tea in it, but different flowers, and they're shaped like a flower. You put them in this little container, and you put hot water, and you wait, and it blooms into a flower, and it looks something like this. And I hope you can see this. And so I found out that what they're really selling is the flowers, but it made me excited to think that I'm going to have some blooming tea. And when I do, I'm going to show it to you on my BookTube channel. So that was cheering me up. I mean, you could take it both ways. You could say I could have been disappointed because it wasn't the teapot that I'm going to drink my tea in every day. But, you know, that's what's wonderful about thinking positively, because you can think there's always something positive out of anything. And, you know, I never believed this before, but it's really true. Okay, so that's something that's cheering me up. What else is cheering me up? I still have some chocolates from Paris, and it's almost gone, but I'm really making them last. And I'm not a chocoholic, but let me tell you, they know how to make chocolate in Paris. So this is a chocolate noir, which means dark chocolate. And then they have, I'm trying to think of what, if in Spanish it would be, blanche. So it's, it would be blanco in Spanish. So it's, these are pralines, by the way. And I never thought I would like pralines. I like every kind of chocolate that they had. This is not a bitter chocolate for a dark chocolate, and that's something I don't like about dark chocolate. It's just perfect. But I think next time I'm going to bring home some chocolate for me, not just for my friends. So we're going through this, me and my partner, who is a chocoholic. So that's something that's cheering me up. What else is cheering me up? Okay, of course we're going to get to books, right? And I'm starting a cozy series. I haven't even read it yet, but it's called At Home in Midford. And I'm not sure if Emily from Novell Novels or someone else, and if you are that person, please let me know, told me about this book. And it's by Jan Karen. And it's a woman. Okay, there's a picture of her in the back. 1998. It says, all I'm going to say is, enter the delightful world of Midford and you won't want to leave. I am going to read you more because this one excited me. Millions of readers have found that it's easy to feel at home in Midford. In this charming village, nestled among high green hills, the air is pure. The pace is slower, and the people are generally lovable. So choose your favorite chair, curl up, and let best-selling author Jan Karen introduce you to this deliciously entertaining town that has captured the hearts of so many. And there's a picture of the town. I'm pretty sure it's in England. It just has that English vibe to it that I really like. Okay, so I haven't started it yet, but I have started a book from the May of the Modern series that I just I just hauled on my video, that I'll talk to you about later because that's a little more serious. But I'm excited, and this is cheering me up right now because this is kind of a biggish book. So I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. So that's cheering me up right now. Now, when I left for my trip, it was the day of the trip. There was a box waiting for me. And who is it from? I didn't know at first because I ordered quite a few things. And then I looked at the back and I see a big M on it and beautiful little cozy things. One says, The Book of the Ocean. And there's I think it's a fish. Yeah, it's a fish. And when I saw the M though, there's only one person that calls me capital M, and that's Gina. So I said, I'm going to keep this, and when I come back, I'm going to open it. And isn't it fitting that she started this whole thing with what's cheering me up? Well, she said that a beauty blogger, and I don't really watch many beauty bloggers. Can you tell? No, just kidding. But has started this, which things that make you happy, that aren't, you know, that don't cost a lot of money and that might be right in front of you. So I thought today would be the perfect day because this cheered me up before I left and it's cheering me up right now. So I'm going to open this. I'm going to open it and then I'll be right back with you. So I wasn't lying. When I first opened it, there's a card, which I won't share with you, and it has the triple M's. So, and it had an M sticker, which I'm going to put right on the card. Isn't that sweet? Gina's the queen of cozy, by the way, and she's been lovely to me since she started, and she deserves all of the wonderful comments and subscribers that she's gotten because she is such a sweet, wonderful person. And she sent me a bag. You are enough. Keep it simple. Genuine, cackle with glee to let nature take her course. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's a beautiful book bag. Woo! You're going to hear me squeal a lot. And there's books. Oh my goodness. Gina, thank you. The first one is Miss Reed. Tales from a Village School. I had started reading Miss Reed since I joined Booktube, and in fact I have a book with the Thrush Green series, and I'm not sure if this is her first novel. Village School was published in 1955, and I could have been one of her students, Miss Reed. And Miss Reed's series is just lovely. It has illustrations. It's about a school in the 50s and maybe earlier in a small town with very unusual and wonderful characters, sometimes not so wonderful. But it's cozy. It's a very cozy series. There's nothing, you know, terrible that happens, but she does have a sarcastic wit. So thank you, Gina, for my collection of Miss Reed, adding to it. And then there's a whole bunch of paperbacks. Agatha Christie. Now everyone knows I'm an Agatha Christie fan. Cat Among the Pigeons. And I don't remember reading this one. I'm wondering if it's so it is a standalone. It's a globe-trotting murderer leads Hercule Poirot on a breathless chase from a revolution-torn Arab chiefdom to a very respectable English school for young ladies. So I might have read this, but I'm not a big collector, but I am collecting Agatha Christie. Ones that I read, ones that I didn't read. And the next one is Appointment with Death, which I just heard about recently. And what did I hear about this? I'm not sure if it was on Booktube or not. It had to be on Booktube. But it said something that, oh, now I remember. And I'm not sure if it was Kelly with Books I'm Not Reading or somebody else, let me know, who said that there was the most, no, I think it was Janelle from Too Fond of Books, who said that she was doing a tag. She was doing a tag of some, not Jane Austen tag, I think it was the Tudor tag, and someone who was very mean and evil. And she said there was somebody in this book who fit the bill. So I'm excited to read this. Touch of Evil, it says on the back. Mrs. Boynton, that's who it was. I'm not going to read any more than that because I already told you too much. And there's two more. Oh my goodness. Funerals Are Fatal. And I did start reading this, but I didn't. I read it in a library book, and for some reason I didn't finish it. It was March Mystery Madness, and I had so many Agatha Christie's. So I'm going to get to this. And the last one is Peril at End House. And it's one of my favorite books. It's one of my favorite books, but I haven't read it recently, and I'm going to add it to my collection. So thank you so much, Gina. You're wonderful. You're the queen of cozy, and I appreciate, and this is cheering me up right now. I was going to talk about a book that I'm reading that I'm already 100 pages in, and I thought it was going to be something that would cheer me up, because it made me laugh through the first few, I would say 50 pages of the book. But I realized that this book is a satire, and satire isn't always supposed to make you feel good. It's not a cozy always, even if it's funny. It uses humor. It uses humor and coincidences and exaggerations to make a point, and sometimes the point is a serious point. And as I read this last night, I wanted to finish it. I'll talk about this on another video, but it's certainly making me think, if not making me cheerful right now. So that's the end of what's cheering me up right now. I hope that you're feeling cheerful right now. You know, so many terrible things are happening in the world that we need things that build us up, not tear us down. If you're going to listen to the news every day, all day, you're not going to feel good. And somebody in my family, not in my immediate family, but somebody in my family overdoses on news. And they're not a happy person. Let's put it that way. So sometimes you have to like turn off and stop the overthinking about bad things, and try to bring the happiness and goodness and coziness back in your life. And that's what I intend to do. And yeah, my life is not going to be like France every day. I'm not going to be trotting around. And another thing I'm grateful for, and it's cheering me up, is I didn't fall anywhere in France. I had my cane and I went up so many stairs, I walked so many miles, and I'm still in one piece. So that's cheering me up right now. I took out insurance just in case, but I didn't have to use it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my channel. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the people who stayed with me, and the friends that I've made here on BookTube, like Gina, who I love, and Janelle, and Kevy, and the person who gave me this, Lil, who gave me the suggestion for this book, Patience, which I didn't mention, by John Coates, for just broadening my mind and making me feel that I'm doing something with my life, you know? So please join me and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love for you to join me. And tell me what's cheering you up right now. And Gina, thank you. And let me know, was I the first person who gave you the idea or not? Maybe I'm not. But whatever, it was a wonderful idea. And please join Gina and all the people I'm going to mention in my channel, in my description box, because they're wonderful people as well as wonderful booktubers. So until we meet again, my friends, please like and subscribe and comment. I read every comment, and I will see you in my next video. Aloha.